Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Micah, and I want to tell you one thing that I think is super important to try to instill in your kids, especially if you want to make a difference in the world. Here we go. Every kid has challenges, right? There's certain things they're scared of, there's certain challenges they face. It could be physical, emotional, spiritual. There's all kinds of challenges that your kids are gonna face, or your grandkids, or kids that you have impact on their life or authority over. They all have their own unique challenges, and anyone who tells you any different is just full of it. For instance, my daughter has struggled with anxiety. Now we've got help for her that has really helped called brain paint. I really encourage any parents who are kind of stuck and they don't know what to do and they feel like they're at the end of their rope and they don't know how to help their kids. Brain paint therapy is a miracle in my opinion. I think what they can do in retraining the brain to work more properly is so amazing. So I want to encourage you to check that out if you need help. If you have questions about that, just comment below. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about that. But that is something that we have done to help our daughter. Now, we've also prayed for her fervently. We have believed that God was going to use her in mighty ways, and she has had some real struggles with fears. I mean, like debilitating fears that prevent you from moving forward. Now, she's gotten help and God has come through in powerful ways. But here's the thing about a kid who has a lot of worries or fears. They feel helpless. So one thing you can do to help a child who feels helpless is empower them to do something about that fear. Our daughter had a rather traumatic experience at a local hospital, and she has had fears of medical situations ever since. But God has been working in her the whole time to build something that would help her with that fear and make a difference in the world. She has an amount of empathy for people in the hospital, people who are sick, that many adults don't have. She thinks about them. She's not so scared that she doesn't want to go near them anymore. She's afraid of the situations, but she wants to do something to help the people who are stuck in the hospital, specifically kids. There's a great hospital here locally. It's called Valley Children's Hospital. It's world renowned. It's got great physicians. They specialize in helping pediatric care. Probably a month before Christmas, she took a notepad and she started writing little letters to kids who were in the hospital. She wanted to write 100 letters. That was a personal goal she put forward. I didn't tell her to do that. My wife didn't tell her to do that. She was prompted on her own by the Holy Spirit, by God, to write these letters to these kids. They're very simple letters. They don't say, they're not complicated. They don't promise anything grandiose. It's just like a, I love you and I hope you get better soon little letter in her handwriting, in her dictation, in her spelling, and she wanted to give them a small gift. Now, what happens when your kids want to be generous? You go along with whatever they want to do because you know it's going to feed that in them, it's going to fuel that in them, and it's going to change the world, if not the whole world, somebody's world. So we took our 3 kids and we went to the dollar store and we picked out 100 gifts and we put it in a big tub and we put her little letters in there and we took it down to Valley Children's Hospital as a part of our new tradition around the holidays. I think we're gonna make this a tradition. So we took that tub down there and we handed it over, and we knew someone who had worked there and she told us what to do, and they were grateful, and we got a thank you letter in the mail from Valley Children's Hospital. I just want to encourage you, if there's a way that you can instill empathy in your kids, it's gonna go a long way. God's gonna use some of your kids' weaknesses or some of their challenges to do their greatest work in this world. Don't be scared of their challenges. Embrace them. Let them be who they are. Love them regardless. Help them through it. Pray for them. Do all those things to help them overcome, but realize God's gonna use this to do something amazing in the world. And my daughter, who's 7, has started blossoming a little bit around this concept. She's using her experience, her fears, and her empathy to do something about it. She no longer feels powerless over those medical situations. She is empowered to help people in those situations. I just want to encourage you as a parent, help your kids through the difficulty, but embrace the difficulty and help them become who they were made to be and designed to be by God. I'm so proud of her, and I can't wait to see what God does through her and the rest of my kids in this world to make a difference for others. God bless you. If you like this kind of content, if you want to hear more about parenting as a Christian, or if you want to see more of our adventures or hear some more leadership stuff that I'm going to put out, then give it a like, give it a subscribe. I'd love to hear your feedback. Comment below. God bless you. See you next time.